Hey guys, welcome to the VOXX Garage. So today what I want to do is I want to show you guys the simplicity of the installation and some of the features of our new 10.1-inch in-vehicle seatback system. So here's a layout of one of the system monitors. I already have one installed in the vehicle itself. All right, but I laid out the piece parts on a bench just to show you guys. So you have a physical monitor. On the back is how you're going to attach the bracket. So we have a metal bracket right here. Okay, metal bracket, 5 posts. It just slips under there, and then you're going to mount 6 screws. Once the screws are mounted, you're going to take the little finish cover that covers it all up, and then you have your mounting of the system all ready to go. So this is mounted up, but you're going to get a gist of how this actually mounts to the actual headrest post itself. So just follow me along here. So I already removed the factory headrest. This is not mounting to the headrest post. That's not the way we designed this. This is a system that we designed for the new car dealer. I mean, it's obviously could be sold in the retail aftermarket as well, but we wanted to do something that didn't interfere with any of the safety specs of a vehicle. So we designed this that it mounts underneath the seat post guides. So generally what you're going to do is you're going to route your cable. There's a DIN cable, 2 DIN cables that come, one for each monitor. You're going to route that cable around the seat post guide down the seat. Every seat's different in how they disassemble, but generally there's some clips at the bottom of the seat that gives you access to feed the wire through. Once you snake your cable down and have about probably maybe 6 inches or so hanging out, you're going to want to connect that cable. So the cable, what we did is we added it in a little groove here, allows you to put a wire tie in. So it's going to be a right angle connector. We'll show you back when we get back to the table. Right angle connector plugs in here, wire tie to keep it secure. And once you have that, you're going to take this and you're going to go underneath the seat post guides. So, you know, you gently massage this thing underneath. You might need like a plastic pry tool so you don't damage the leather, to just snake that under there. Once you get that firmly seated, you can already see that this thing is pretty solid in there. So just give me 1 second. Once you get that all done, like I said, use your handy dandy pry tool. That'll allow you to get under there and not break anything or damage anything. Once you get that done, you're going to add the back bracket. It's another metal bracket. So what that's doing is it's essentially going on top of the other bracket, but it's also going to slip underneath the seat post guides. So once you do that, you're going to pull that together. Then you're going to use some screws. 10mm is the size you need. You got some locking screws and washers that'll allow you to affix all these 5 bolts. Once that's done, we have another plastic bracket. This is what I call cheap insurance number 2. So this is going to go on top of this. So what you can see here is once that's on top, you still have clear access of the factory seat holes right here. But this is acting as like a sandwich clamp over the seat post guides, which is going to, again, give you that extra bit of stability. Another 5 washers go on top, but this time we have 5 locking washers. Again, 10mm is the bolt size. So once that's affixed, we have a nice clean plastic cover that covers the complete assembly. And once that's done, that's going to give you your fit and finish. So you have a nice clean installation. At that point, you can, once you screw that down with 2 screws, you put your factory headrest back in, and then you're good to go. So once you get all that done on both monitors, scoot back around. I'm going to show you how the system works a little bit. So it's a 2-monitor system. So the monitor I just installed over there, that has a DVD player in it. The monitor on this side has an HDMI, but it doesn't have a DVD player. In today's technology age, you know, the necessity to have dual DVD players is kind of weaning down That's an old school technology. What we're introducing here is advanced technology, right? So we're adapting to the times. We're breathing new life into the rear seat entertainment category by giving consumers the feature sets that they want and ones that they use every day. So some of the similar features between the two monitors is both monitors have USB capabilities, which allow you to access the thumb drive and access some videos or music or movie content. Select what you want, play it back. The USB also has charging support, so if you don't use a thumb drive and you just want to plug in a device to charge a battery in a phone or tablet or some other USB based device, you could do that. SD is a micro SD card slot on the side of the unit. Again, allows you to load up some content on a micro SD card and play that back. HDMI, it's not necessarily a needed feature, nor is SmartStream, because we have in both monitors app access. As long as the vehicle has Wi-Fi in some shape or form, whether it's factory Wi-Fi, optional add-on Wi-Fi, or even using your own smart device, turning on hotspot and tethering the monitors to your hotspot to access apps from the cloud, you have app access. The system will come preloaded with the Google Play Store, Netflix, and Chrome. So you have a web browser, one of the most popular apps that are out there, and the Play Store. I additionally downloaded Prime Video because that's also another popular app because of the Prime subscription, the fact that they load you up with content access. But again, go to the Google Play Store. If you don't have an account, the user would set up an account or sign into their existing account and search for whatever content they want, meaning apps, you know, games, videos, music, educational apps, whatever they want, they have access to. Okay, on this screen, again, we preload the system with these 3 apps. You could download a maximum full page of 12 apps. Once you get to app number 13, the system is going to tell you to delete an app before you can add one. The reason why we did that, we just didn't want consumers to overload the system and download so many apps that are always updating and chewing up system memory. So in a use case environment of a vehicle, we felt that 12 apps is sufficient to keep what would normally be children entertained in the back seat. In future iterations, if we find that 12 is not enough, we can always add another page. The beauty of the system is we can update this on the fly. So in the setup menu, obviously, like I mentioned before, turn on your Wi-Fi. One-time setup, you're going to choose the Wi-Fi you're connecting to, and once it's in the memory, it's in the memory. You don't have to do this each time you get in the vehicle. So the end consumer just sets up their Wi-Fi network, whether it's mom's phone, dad's, grandpa, grandma, whatever it is, it's going to retain that in the memory. When it sees those devices, it's going to automatically connect to it. So you don't have to do it each time. The strongest signal is the one that the monitors are going to connect to, obviously. So if everybody's got their Wi-Fi hotspots on, or the vehicle's got its hotspot on, whatever's the strongest, that's what the units are going to automatically see and connect to. Once Wi-Fi is established, then you have your basic feature functions. You know, 100 channel built-in FM transmitter. You know, once you turn it on, you select your transmitter frequency that you want to send to the vehicle audio system. That's if you want to broadcast through the vehicle audio system. If not, you have wireless FM, IR headphones. So the system comes with 2 wireless IR headphones. You pick, depending on the monitor, channel A or channel B, turn it on. Then you have your private listening. Language support, English, Spanish, French, Chinese, and Japanese. Self-explanatory. About device. So this is where you're going to get your system information. Being it's a smart device, you can have a version firmware, the model of the unit, but again, it's a smart device. So if forever there is a reason where we need to update the system in any way, shape, or form, we have the ability to push out over the air an update. So the end user is going to see a little on their home screen when they're connected to Wi-Fi. They'll see a little message here that says update available. When they click that update available, it's going to bring you directly to the about device screen, where then you're going to be prompted to download the update. So you're going to double confirm to download it. If you want to do it manual, you just go into about device, check for update. It's going to check right now. There's no update available. System's up to date, so you're good to go. Back out to your home screen. If for whatever reason the whole system locks up, or you want to just reset it back to factory default, you have the reset option. So getting back to some system functions. Again, we have some redundancy here, right? HDMI, what would that be used for when you have apps? Well, If you're in a real rural area where you have no Wi-Fi access or bad cellular data coverage, you have content that's loaded on your Android or iPhone, then you're able to tether hardwire through HDMI to this monitor, and all that content that's on here, whatever you see on your screen, will show on this device. SmartStream, that could be a little limiting, as any of you have experience with wireless connectivity of a smart device and any vehicle rear seat entertainment system. Depending on the device you're using and depending on the app you're using, you could be restricted in the type of content that gets transmitted wirelessly. That's not a fault of the system. That's just the nature of the smart device restricting copyright or digital protected content, or the app itself. So if I wanted to download an iTunes movie to my iPhone and transmit that wirelessly through SmartStream, it's not going to happen, because Apple is going to see that that's protected content. It's not going to see an Apple TV on the other side, and it's not going to allow it to go. And that, again, that's not a system issue for our side. It's just the nature of that technology. But going back, you don't really need to be wirelessly sending or tethering any content to the system as long as you have Wi-Fi access, because then you can just pick your app, Netflix, Hulu, Voodoo, games, whatever, and access it directly. So that's really only useful in the event that you do not have data access. Or in the case of HDMI, even further, if you had an iTunes movie on your phone, the only way to get it off your phone is going to be hardwired HDMI unless you have Apple TV. So it's kind of a kitchen sink of system design. Any possible use case that consumer walking in your door that may want to have access to, they have it through this system. We also added some cool features. So what you guys are used to as far as what we used to call M1, M2 with our headrest monitors, we call it two different things now. Excuse me. So if I'm watching this screen and I want to access what's playing on that screen, I can do it simply in analog by selecting dual screen. Now I don't have that system hooked up, you just saw me connected but not power, so it's not going to show you anything. But that would basically just mimic whatever's playing there, but that's going to be in low resolution. If I want to be able to watch what's playing over here or vice versa in high resolution, I can do it wirelessly. The one thing that this system doesn't have is a control box, so it saves you guys some installation time. The only real connectivity that it has is two DIN cables that attach to a Y cable, and you have power, ground, and AV out. Why you want AV out? If you wanted to piggyback it to another system that's already existing in the vehicle, or add a third row, or add an overhead, or just take the audio out and feed it into the factory head unit if capable, that's why we give you the AV out. But it's a simple installation. So going back, because we remove a control box, well, how do you get the signals between? Well, I got a DIN cable. Dual screen sends the low resolution analog signals back and forth. But if you want a better experience, we added in Wi-Fi screen share. So basically you would set up one monitor, in this case this monitor would be a transmitting monitor. You'd set the other monitor up to be a receiving monitor. The name of that monitor is going to pop up here. Once it pops up here, you hit it, it's going to say connecting. Once it's connected, now whatever's playing here is playing there. Or you just set it up in reverse on the other screen. So that's how you still are able to screen share and share content so those occupants are watching the same content. The coolest feature out of anything on this system is we've done something that's completely innovative and unique and no one else has it, which is what we call VOXX Link. So what VOXX Link is it's a free app. We've developed it for Android and for Apple. So you go to the Google Marketplace and you put in the search menu VOXX Link. You'll see the VOXX Link app. You download the app. Okay, this now is seeing this monitor. So when you have both systems fired up, you're going to see two monitors listed here. One system has a DVD, one doesn't. So we call the one that has a DVD an SB10MD1. The one without DVD we call SB10M1. In this case, we have this one powered up. I select it. Now, whatever I see in the back seat, mom and dad, grandma and grandpa, whoever's in the front seat driving or anywhere in the vehicle can see and control what's playing on the screen. So the days of old when you had to stop the car, reach over your shoulder, try to hit the IR with the remote control, that's done. Now if you got small kids in the back seat If they're not of an age to directly use the system and interact with it, well, in the front seat, you have complete control. So I don't have to see this. If I want to select content on the USB, I select it. I go to video, I play the content. If I want to select a different video, I go in and do so. I don't have to be directly watching this monitor or controlling this monitor. I'm doing it all from the front seat. So that's something that no one else has, and it's a great feature enhancement, and probably the best marketing pitch of all for this whole entire system is full complete control remotely anywhere in the vehicle with a system that gives you a bigger screen experience, universal installation. You're not restricted. You don't have to pick headrest color, stitching. You don't have to worry about size limitations of 8-inch or 9-inch in a headrest. You don't have to worry about flip downs. You have a low profile unit, adjustable viewing angles. Certainly enough, this is solid. The most that this unit is going to shake is the most that your seat's going to shake. This thing is not flimsy. It's not wobbly. It is rock solid, and it's a clean install. Nice, smooth, aesthetic appearance, simple user interface, and like I said, feature loaded. So we hope you guys are happy with the system. You get behind it. It certainly brings and breathes new life into the category, and it's something that'll get the car dealers excited, consumers excited. As long as you show it, it's gonna help sell itself. We do have a video which we just shot a few minutes ago. Beyond this video, a professional video that's going to be used as a retailer sales tool as well as a consumer sales tool. So we're looking forward to getting that out and posted up to VOXX University and our other media outlets. But this is to get you guys an intro and get it going. We'll be shipping this unit at CES, so we're going to be taking pre-orders right before Christmas. So we're looking forward to the experience and hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you.